matchup preference. Maybe there is something that he knows that we don't, but in the same vein, he knows what's best for him, and he is locking it in and loading up game one, our first Wave B winners qualifier. Going to be Spize against Pepo.
Yeah, I mean, I do think I agree. I think Wolf is a slightly stronger character, and showing the aggression that Wolf can throw off the moment. 61% already, a bit better with those stray hits. The reflector, you know, very good against those grenades. And already 92%. Snakes on the ledge. What option do you have? Goes to the jump, doesn't get punished this time around. Very aggressive down smash coming out from Spize right there. He's looking for something going, but at the moment it is all Pepo in the stock one, Joycey.
It's so scary, this lead that has already been built up at the moment. That down air at shield and a lovely tech in as well. Just catching Spize a little bit. Oh, and the footstool into grenade. I see you. I see a little bit of sauce, a little bit of spice, just to exert that pressure and also just get away from the situation entirely. But now this is where it's scary. You are on the ledge against one of the best ledge trappers in the game. Excuse me. But certainly you've then reversed the situation. That down tilt, a disgustingly good move on Snake. Got that little bit of disjoint, got that little bit of range. It's a really, really excellent move. And now it is just about who's going to be able to seal out that first stock in this game one.
Yeah, and after having such a huge lead in the early start parts of the stock, it doesn't really feel like, particularly at least watching, that Spize, you know, ran away with this stock. But all of a sudden, both players are at kill %. And we know how consistently Snake can kill. So, if I'm Pepo, I'm pretty scared, and I probably should track where the C4 is a little bit better than that. Because that is not how you want to lose your lead in this game one. Does hit the Nair, not managing to kill just yet. Trying to find this kill at the moment. Going off stage, looking for the Wolf Flash. An interesting option, not something we see too often. This back throw should just about do it, and it does. And both players, 0% stock 2. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's so interesting and excellent stuff from Spize to not just let that lead sort of really surpass. The fact that both of these players just managing to keep it even, keep it in a fair game is so good at this point. However, we can see right now just how Pepo is sharking underneath these platforms, trying to get anything started. That crouch in particular from Snake is going to prove really good, trying to get the Wolf to, you know, really be careful with those aerials. You can crouch so you can parry a little bit better, and it means that the Wolf has got to space those aerials and really deal with those timings a little bit better than they normally have to.
Yeah, for sure. This is really even. Like, I've just been mesmerized by how much these two players are just trading completely even all the way through the stock. The back air not managing to hit the Snake off the Cypher there. Goes to the up air, but just needs to find this kill at the moment. Does Pepo. Doesn't want to get into another situation where you're playing against, you know, at kill % against Snake, because Snake is going to find that kill, in my opinion, a little bit easier than Wolf can do sometimes, just with those grabs and the up tilts. The back air is actually going to do it, though. I wasn't sure from center stage if that would be quite enough, but 170 does appear to be enough. Ooh!
Hold on!
Hold on! Like you say, Joycey, that was spicy!
So good, and again, just that was realistic. That's probably a true combo, but again, it's that situational awareness, right? It's that difference between a good player of the character and a great player of the character, particularly with a setup character like Snake. Oh my goodness, just went for it all. Potentially, if he'd gone it the other way round, it might have worked out. Just trying to get that down smash going, a little bit of charge on there, and all the way into the blast zone. Not afraid to say, you know what, you need to up B here. There is no choice for you. You are entering this blast zone whether you like it or not. So damn good.
Yeah, I mean, as a Snake player, you're feeling pretty secure out there. You've got your Cypher, you're like, oh, go high, it's okay. I've got one of the best recoveries in the game. And then you look up, and there's just a wolf foot right in front of you, coming for your face that you never expected to be there, and you're dead. You don't expect Wolf players to be so confident to go out there, so nice to see Pepo has that confidence to go that far off stage with that character.
Insanity. Utter insanity. And again, with how even it was all going as well, the fact that, you know, it was really back and forth and no lead was ever really extended. The fact that Pepo was just willing to be like, right, okay, you're going to recover here and I'm going to kill you at 90 after the hit. And then we're going to see how that goes. It's so good that he's willing to go for those risks and saving them for those perfect moments where it really, really matters. That is the mark of high level to top level player.
Yeah, for sure. That was just game one, right?
That was just game one. It's been,
I
you know, for how intense that game was, you would expect that to be sort of a game 3, game 4 where those adjustments have been made. But nope, the adjustments are only just beginning to take place. And we can see already Pepo trying to get everything sorted there, just getting booted in the face for the attempt on the down air. But we can see already, oh, what a beautiful, beautiful option, and just scooching on down there. The smoothest back air you've ever seen in your life, and Pepo with a strong, strong lead.
Yeah, really confident with his back airs off stage. It's really nice to see. It's not something I feel like I see too often with Wolves just being a bit scared to go off stage because you can be reversaled against a lot of characters. You don't have the best off stage game. But nice to see that Pepo knows how to do it so well. And it's now very much up to Spize to try and not let this lead kind of run away, because Wolf can rack that damage on, has a lot of really good hitboxes and hits pretty damn hard, already 80%, looks for the up tilt, not managing to hit it now. C4, I'm not sure if he knew where it was because that was nowhere on screen at the time, but lap percent, can he do it? Stuck on ledge, nah, gets the other throw, goes to the forward throw, another ledge situation. A lot of pressure being put on, and the back hit is going to secure it. Joycey, what can Spize do in this position?
I think we just need to have that bit of a slower pace. There have been a couple of these really hard reads, haven't quite worked. Also, the C4, I believe, okay, it's transferred over to Wolf, but it's just going back and forth between these two at the moment. They are playing hot potato with the explosive, but it is still Pepo that ends up with hands that fine. No scolds here at all, and on the verge of a 3-stock, and with that hard read that also would have covered tech away as well. But such an unorthodox option that we saw right at the start of the game, and saying, hey, it's got more than one use, let me show you.
That was huh? What just happened? Game one felt like 2 games, and then I blinked and game 2's finished.
I think that's the scary part as well, is that like you have to play slow against Snake to determine the pace that they're going at. You can't afford to just run in recklessly against Snake, because some of them are going to go at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and some of them the car hasn't even started. And you need to decipher which of the two it is, and then you can adjust your pace accordingly. And I feel like that's what we were seeing with Pepo in this set, where he's really got to grips with the pace that Spize is playing at. And that's why we're seeing, you know, even like a 3-stock, just that decisive nature where it was just the lead and then ran away with it the entire time. Because Snake is not the most mobile of characters as well. And even though he can pull out a lot of things, they do take some kind of commitment. And once you've got the pacing down, and once you know the rough rhythm that they're playing at, it becomes so much easier to deal with.
Yeah, for sure. And I think what's really impressive to me is that kind of like close game 1 into a 2-3-stock game 2 is something you often see from like top level players, where game 1 is close because they are just downloading all of your data. But then game 2, they're like, now I've got it, here we go. But this game 3 looks like the download wasn't complete, because Spize has taken this first stock lead at the moment, and it's up to Pepo to manage to get the return kill here.
Oh my goodness, and I feel like just being a little bit robbed of that forward air. That was such a nice idea from Spize, but just ended up sending Pepo upwards instead and losing a stock for it alongside. And what could have been a really, really strong lead here for Spize has just ended up turning into an not quite an SD, thankfully, and the Cypher just interrupting. Just so many opportunities here that are being lost, and there are lots of size of relief accordingly. But we can just see again just the pace between these two, this breakneck pace, the lovely catch with the C4 there. I love the use that Spize is putting the Cypher on the top platform, just so for the most part it's out of play, because if you put it on that platforms like the side ones, you've always got to keep it in the back of your mind. But there's always that temptation to go, well, it's only on the top platform, I should be fine, like, because even if I'm underneath the bottom 2 platforms, it's totally okay. But then it's in these moments where you're struggling at disadvantage or you're trying to chase down, and it becomes really apparent. But Pepo, again, not letting it phase him, getting a really nice down smash there. The Wolf bread and butter, the week 1 spice, and just looking to continue it with these patented Wolf combos, though. Great tech chase there from Spize, just getting out of the situation, and Emerald, the ledge trap continues.
It sure does, but at the moment it just seems like people need to find a way in, and it isn't managing to. This wall that Spize has put up is, you know, very strong, and it's up to Pepo to find a way in, because otherwise this stake is just gonna trade a bit of damage here, trade a bit of damage there, and all of a sudden you're gonna be at up tilt kill percent. And we're not that far away from it right now, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure if. Okay, I'm gonna stop speaking because Pepo has the answer. Pepo has the answer. Oh.
That sweet spot back air is utterly criminal from Wolf, and being able to confirm into it like that. Again, Pepo had to full send on that confirm, because otherwise if you hesitate for a second, you've got the air dodge out. Of course, Snake having a frame 1 escape option as well with that grenade, but in the same vein, just knowing, okay, if I land this forward air, that's my kill condition, that's my win con, and just executing it flawlessly. So damn good from Pepo with a 3-0. Looking really, really, you know, that game 3, Spize was looking like on the